Hey, welcome back to Rolling with Stone. I'm your host, John Stone, and we're in the Stone Cave here. And today we're putting together a Polygon Siskiu D6 that my wife, because both my wife and my kids are starting to venture out onto the trails. My wife was riding a beach cruiser around the trails, so and that she had a couple of moments there. That we took it to the easy trails around here, so it wouldn't be too challenging for her, but still pretty hard work on a beach cruiser. So years ago when I bought her the beach cruiser, I said, hey, why don't we get you a mountain bike? No, I want a beach cruiser. I gotta have a beach cruiser. I'm like, but we're not near a beach and you don't like to, anyway. So anyway, beach cruiser is what we go. And New York City a little bit when we lived in New York City, but anyway, so it's got some work out on the trails, and it was getting a hardtail, and we ended up going with a full suspension bike from Bikes Online. And that, if you want, you can see the part one. The quick story of the Bikes Online. Order it online, pay for it. We had to actually pay for it before it actually was in stock. They, as everyone knows right now, the mountain bike availability is scarce. So, we bought it, paid for it. It was supposed to be here about a week after we paid for it, and that seemed to then have problems. And then anyway, I called Bikes Online several times. I always got conflicting different stories, and that actually, it got to the point where I was almost tempted to cancel the order and buy something else. And finally, it was a Friday afternoon, and they generated a tracking number, but I kept calling FedEx, which is the company they ship through, and they will ship it to you for free. I mean, it's included in the price, free shipping. You can't beat that. The price is good, the free shipping is good, but the customer service is questionable. And that I would just rather be told the truth. If you don't have my bike, if it's being held up or whatever, just tell me. And that's what I want to know. I want to know an honest answer. It seems like every time I talk to somebody, I got a different answer. So finally, I got a hold of someone on Friday afternoon, and then I said, look, this is just FedEx keeps telling me that this tracking number is generated in their system, but they haven't picked up. There's no box for them to pick up. There's no parcel for them to pick up. Oh no, we've shipped it out. We shipped it out. And it was supposed to be shipped on Monday. So they go, no, we've shipped it out. Anyway, lo and behold, an hour later, they said FedEx is having trouble with their software, and they're updating their stuff is wrong. So anyway, lo and behold, an hour later, FedEx on their tracking thing for that number picked up a box from Bikes Online. So eventually it got here. It was about a month late. Got stuck in the blizzard and the Arctic frost or whatever we had, the Arctic blast, polar vortex or whatever it was we had last week here in Texas. Got beautiful sunshine now today, but we had snow just a couple of days ago. Actually, snow is melting right now, so everything's wet, very, very wet and moist here in Texas at the moment. So anyway, so we're going to finish pulling together this. First part, we got stuck at putting the Trans X dropper post in. The lever here is probably not the world's greatest design of a dropper lever that I've ever seen. That's probably about the worst design of a dropper lever I've ever seen. And that I wish they had left the lever off and let you determine the length of cable, and then gave you the parts to adjust the cable to the right length that you wanted. And but anyway, so everything's built to a price. So I guess you end up with this. It looks way over. It's got like bolt it from the top, bolt it from the bottom, and that just only really needs one. It should really have one bolt. There's a bunch of little pieces inside of it. I don't know. Someone went crazy over engineering it, and it's a bit of a contraption. I wouldn't have designed it that way, but anyway, that's what it was. It was already set. It seems like it's very difficult to change it to a different length or whatever. Anyway, I got the post in, everything apart, post in, and then we're there with the seat. So now we're going to finish up doing our build on this Polygon Siskiu D6. And the beer that we're going to review today, while we're doing that, the first part where I had the wife and the kids here, I needed a brew. Anyway, this one here is the Imperial Texan. There we go, the Imperial Texan. It is a double red, double IPA, 9%. It doesn't have the IU units on it. Comes from Martin House. It's brewed and canned in Martin House Brewery Company, Fort Worth, Texas. So local beer from here in Texas. Nothing else other than that and a guy reaching for his gun. So an afternoon with your kids, I guess, will make you reach for your gun, I guess. So anyway, we're going to give this a go. It's in a can. So we're going to pop for this baby. Here we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Getting right into it. All right, we got our famous beer glass with the who knows logo on the front of it there. It is a red color. Who knew double red? I don't know what double red is. There we go, nice throfty head on that baby. Look at that, double red, double IPA. Ooh, it is a nice red color. There you go. So the first one we reviewed, the other one was the winter. The winter variety was a nice winter brew, malty, very caramelly. Not as bitter. My wife actually likes that one. She likes the ones that aren't as bitter. This one is you got the hops. You definitely got the hops. Double IPA. And they got the hops, but there's some malt to it. A little bit of caramel taste there. This is a good one. Good one. It's a keeper. So anyway, brewed locally here in Texas. Don't mess with Texas. All right. So we're gonna get into finishing off this build. So we have the front wheel assembly, and so typically everything comes and you don't want to have oil or any contaminants on your disc because then they'll go straight onto your pads. So what we need to do first is sneak across here, grab a couple of gloves. And we're going to clean the disc off. So now I recommend any new bike, and we'll clean the back one off before we spin it around too. So any new bike you've got, and actually it's very important that you keep your any contaminants, your chain lube, all that stuff. Keep that away from your room here, so getting my workbench. But yes, keep all your contaminants and stuff away from your discs. That chain lube, even like your detergent for washing your buying can. So it's always good to wash it. Whatever, give it a good squirt with this, and then get a nice clean. Use a towel, nice clean gloves. The last thing you want is contaminants on your brake. There we go. So we've got that out of the way. That's nice and clean. Now let's get another clean. towel. Get yourself all nice and cleaned up. All right. While we're doing brakes, let's do the rear brake as well. And I can see there's definitely contaminants on it because I see stuff on the rim on the hub here. So definitely worth cleaning your brakes before you go ride. Clean inside that hub as well. All right. All right, got all the contaminants cleaned off. We're good there. All right, put our can back there. All right, and then the next thing is, whoops, should get this out, being a bit more prepared. We have got our next thing is to put the front axle in. So you can put it in dry, but I typically like to give it a little lube there. Make sure it stays. You don't want too much, but a little bit is better than being dry, I imagine. So you don't want to get this stuff onto the disc, and you want to protect yourself. Have your little gloves. I guess these gloves are tough to come by these days. Anyway, here we go. You get your glove on. There. Take our glove off. Now you get the little plastic inside. Now save these little pieces because these are handy when you want to come and bleed your brakes again. You can shove them in to keep your disc pads apart while you're bleeding the brakes. All right, we just put the wheel in. Oh. From the bottom. All right, come on, dude. There we go. All the way across. And then I guess there you go. Front wheel is in. It looks like it has this thing has a gear on it for maybe like a speedo or something. On it. Anyway, so this hub has like a little teeth deal on it. Looks like would go for a speedo. All right, this is gonna be front brake. Yep. There we go. It works. Perfect. There you go. Front wheel on. So almost looks like a bicycle now. So take our gloves off. Put our grease back over there. And then what have we got left? Don't have much left. Put our pedals on. But yeah, I was surprised that the dropper post was so difficult to get in. That was very surprising. And it was such a poor design. So I would have thought that would have been an easy thing for them to do. Now the other thing, I guess the thing you need your 15mm for is this, but you have the 8mm Allen on the other side to do it with as well. So whichever way you want to do it. And then I guess we just got to do the final setup. After that, we're almost there. All right, 8mm Allen. Always good to have a good set of Allens when you're working on a bicycle. Always good to have a nice bike stand to work with too. This is an 8 mil. Maybe it's a 6 mil. I don't know what you need your 8 mil for, man. So anyway, it's not a good bicycle stand. This is the foundation stand I got from Jensen. That was actually pretty reasonably priced. So I've seen a Park Pro stand is like, that's the premium stand, and I know that's a stand that a lot of people use. But this is the stand that's pretty good. And I actually have a Park Pro stand at my other house. So it's kind of crazy, there's too many houses, you know. But in my other place, other workshop, I have a nice Park Pro stand. See, the only problem about this thing is it wants to wheelie, the stands want to wheelie over. And that, but yeah. And we gotta get that nice and tight. I don't want that falling off. So that'll ruin your day pretty quickly. All right. So but everything else looks pretty good on this bike. So we're going to give it a check over before we head out, which is always good to do anyway. Regardless, that's nice and tight. So there we go. So we got pedals on. Everything looks like it's a go. So there we go. The pedals, it shifts. These brakes can use a bit of there we go. So it shifts through the gears good. The brakes, we're going to let's see how they go. Yeah, they need to be adjusted on the. I'll actually show you how to do that quickly. Turn this around. So what you're going to do is you get your right. It's that. So what we want to do is you want to get your Allen wrench. I think it is for a 5. All right, you're going to loosen off where your caliper is bolted to your fork leg. All right, so you just loosen this off so that this caliper can move around. All right, so it's nice and free. All right, so see that? It's yep, there we go, nice and free on your thing. So typically spin the wheel in the direction that you're usually going. Grab a hold of the brakes, and you're going to hold it on. So you want it to center the caliper onto the disc. There you go. So you center the caliper onto the disc by clamping the brake. Now the brake clamps onto the disc and everything centers on that. Now you want to tighten it up pretty good. Probably there is a torque spec, but good and tight works. All right, so now you can look and you should see, you shouldn't be. So before, when you pulled the brake on, you could see the disc flexing because it wasn't centered. So now that you've centered the caliper, the disc stays straight and the caliper is just grabbing the disc instead of before it was grabbing one side and then pushing the disc before the other side touched. So you're getting that kind of behavior. So anyway, so we've straightened that. We'll do that on the back one. Probably check everything over quickly, and then probably take it for a quick spin. Anyway, that is. I'm going to probably quickly check everything over, quickly take it for a quick ride, and we're there. So anyway, cheers. Enjoy getting out on your mountain bike. Hopefully this was the last Arctic blast, and then once the trails dry out, we should be back to pedaling on some nice trails. So cheers. Enjoy your time in the garage. Get some maintenance done on your bike. And clean those drivetrains. Keep that clean. That will definitely help you in the long run. Grease up your suspension components and keep everything else working while the trails are closed and it's cold outside. So get all your maintenance stuff done, and then so you can get out once the trails dry up and the sun is shining again. Get out there and rip it up. All right, I'm John Stone, and thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.